through all of the processes on multiple levels, we have landed at a place where we have a coherent nervous system that is deeply relaxed and safe with each other, because we know each other's patterns, we know each other's core traumas, we know each other's constellations, we know each other's unique gifts. We know, okay, this is your flavor, this is your spectrum, this is where you're operating best on the spectrum of polarity, this is, you know, what you want to do, and this is what you don't want to do. Like, we know fucking all the stuff. And I think people maybe forget that every time we have a module with a theme, or every time we create something, we go through the whole thing. Like, we unravel, we bring it so deeply into our systems. And so it's important for people to know that the idea of the perfect facilitator, or the idea of the, like, whatever people can project onto facilitators, it is not here. Like, we have it all. We are the full spectrum of human, as well as we're capable of holding a very professional space. And I think for me, this is the core reason why I can actually operate in this team. It is because we know each other so well, and it is safe to fully be ourselves in our shit and in our highest potential and power. And I feel tears in my system, because I can feel how I am longing for that for the world. I'm so deeply longing for the relational system in the world to feel safe like this. Can you feel my inner child? I've been longing my whole life, in a way. And yeah.
I feel touched, Rhiannon. Also because that safety and that love allows me to learn so much from all of you. Like, we talk about there's no right or wrong, there's only consequences, and that it's about embodying the full range of the spectrum. Yeah, I notice in myself when we're creating or when we're teaching, and sometimes, especially you, Rhiannon, because you embody such a different range on the spectrum than I do, it's like, I don't understand what you're saying, but I trust. Like, I trust, and I know that I know that it has such a deep, profound value, and it allows me to experience that range of the spectrum. And even though it feels uncomfortable and I don't fully understand it, like I'm able to grow into your flavor and to your spectrum. And that is something that's so deeply valuable. And I feel like all of us have something like that, where we can expand, we help each other expand, and therefore we can also help the group expand, and yeah, everyone that's in the education around us. Yeah, that's just really something I've been looking for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I really resonate with that, Matthijs, what you're sharing. It's like, I think if I share it from my personal perspective, of course, like the way my role in this education, which I consciously choose, like to be on live modules, especially for the embodiment and so on, that a lot of stuff that is kind of taught through you guys is like, whoa, I'm amazed. It's like, and I am there. It's my natural way of being, but also my responsibility as part of this team to check and feel in if it is still true, if it is still on, you know. And what I really like is that, of course, sometimes we have like, that part, and then we come back as a team and we have like reflection on that last part, and then we kind of take the teachings out of that for ourselves to get even more aligned with ourselves and as a team, because, you know, to make it better, to make it, and not better, but it's more to make it even more transmissive truth, you know. It's like, because I feel like for me, if I listen to someone and I don't feel the truth in it, in my system, it is a talk, or it is words, or it is something that could make sense. But if there is something, even though you don't understand it all, but there is something like, yes, oh, fuck, there is like, you get excited by it, then for me, it's a good sign that there is something in that teaching that is valuable for me. And I think that is what we are able to bring to participants in many different flavors. For everyone, there is something in every moment, as I experienced and also received as feedback from participants. Like, there's always someone speaking or teaching like, this is resonating with me, and the other one's like, yeah, not really. And then the other one is speaking is like, so it's like, it's happening.
And I think you're speaking into something that is really important, Jeroen, because what we're seeing is that we are actually attracting a very wide range of people into our education.
Yeah.
Like the two groups we've had, it's been, people have been so different and so many different types and polarities in the full spectrum. And I think the reason why we are attracting that is because we embody that and we are able to hold that full range, and we learn so much, as you say, from each other in that.
Yeah.
Which it then goes into us as a team. Like, for example, I embody more of the dark feminine spectrum, and you, Celestine, you embody more of the light feminine spectrum. And so we can play with that together, and work with each other's shadows and have fun with that. And the same goes for you, Jeroen and Matthias. You also are, you know, mostly on two different scales of the polarity. And we also, you know, we work on, all of us, to embody more of what we are less comfortable in. And we have a lot of fun with that also.
Yes, but it's mainly because I feel so safe with you guys, and there's such a deep trust and connection. And that's because of that love, instead of judging it, it's like, oh, there's a curiosity, right? Because normally I might not feel safe to go there. And I think that's also what I see in our group, for instance, like, because there's all these different flavors, and it might not be safe to go there. But I think because it's so solid in us, there's a safe space to embrace all those flavors. And I think with our vision of changing the sexual paradigm in the world, it's so necessary to welcome all the flavors. So deeply grateful for the range that we are able to embody like this.
And yeah.
Okay, you
get excited.
The excitement is
as the light feminine who often speaks in the last moment, I will jump in the space and take it. I get excited. No, but I just get so excited with our talk, because what I see is that so many spiritual schools, or you know, sexology educations, choose usually one perspective or one range. So it's like, maybe you feel attracted to a tantra school who embodies a lot of the sexual spectrum and sexuality or kink and things, or maybe you're very drawn to a tantra school who's very spiritual but maybe not so physically oriented. Or and what I just love about our co-creation is that we really aim to be so holistic, not just in theory, like, okay, everything is welcome, but we as a team embody so different flavors that, you know, if you come as a student to our education, you will feel all the different flavors either through us or through our teachings in a very embodied way. And for me, on a personal level, this is where, like, I feel I can be myself here, because a lot of my background and my journey has been very much in the tantric spiritual realm, even though it was also a sexually oriented school. But you know, like the lower chakras and the whole like embodying emotions and anger release, or like facing the darkness of life, were not welcome. And that took me quite a journey through some trauma work and, you know, deep embodied work to allow myself to even have emotions, to have a personality, and not just be like a, you know, a spiritual teacher or like a tantra goddess. Like, and it has been such a journey in my life, but also with you guys as a team facilitating an education to work with that and to be that and to allow that in a very playful way. Like I just, yeah, I love the part of our education which is about shadow work and shame release and just facing the truth full on, because it's so liberating.
Mm.
And I think this embodied experience, very authentic experience of the whole range, it is a very important teaching when you become a certified tantric sexologist, because you meet the, you know, and feel the whole range in a much different way. If you went to a school where it was just one flavor, you get that one imprint, and then it's like it's not full spectrum of reality. So I really think that makes people who get certified really capable to stand more firm and grounded in reality of what is when they are working with clients or groups, or because you're able to play the full instrument.
Yeah, and then in like what I like so much, in the most unique way, like and one of the kind of aims or intentions we have in this education is to invite people to really explore their own flavor and to really step in, yeah, in the very middle of that, and to stay true with that. So I always like that moment when, you know, like you're standing in a circle and then everyone is at some moment stepping in their full power. And like I'm always like blasted all different powerful flavors. And then, and to realize how these people are stepping in society and do their, you know, their beautiful, give their beautiful gift. And that is something like, yeah, and now we talked about this, that is the dynamic in our team, and that is also the dynamic in the whole, like in the whole room with participants, and hopefully also in society, that we are more feeling safe. And that's the thing, to step in our own truth and to stay there and not let ourselves like too much influenced to fall out of your role. And I think we really are able to empower the people when they are certified to just stay there.
Yeah. What I love about us embodying such a broad range of the spectrum is that it doesn't matter who you are as a student, but if you come into our education, there are people in the teaching team that you're going to resonate with and that are able to hold you in your comfort zone. And automatically, because of that, the other half of the teaching team will kind of stretch you out of your comfort zone and like be able to expand your range. And yeah, so I think that's really beautiful. That no matter who you are, there will be parts that will meet your essence and will meet you, and there will be parts that take you out of it a bit to expand that range.
Yeah.